Hey, everybody. I don't know why why you guys are coming on. I don't know why this, what should I say? This song is in my head. Shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. Show them how to do it now. Shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. I don't know why this is in my head, but I thought I'd share it with you all. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Yep, you can hear me, you can see me. Listen, I'm fired up. You guys fired up? I got my water here. My water is in a beautiful wine glass because, you know, I give myself the best of the best when it comes to anything that I do. So why not drink your water from a wine glass at 1:30 in the afternoon? Who's with me? Who's with me? If you're here in the chat, say hello to me. I would love to see. I am watching the YouTube chat here. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, guys, because I'm going to give you guys some nuggets today. I'm going to give you guys some spiritual nuggets, some personal development nuggets. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I'm going to give you guys a push in the right direction because, listen, let me tell you all what I've come to learn. There's just so much stuff in my head that I want to get out. I want to impart on you all. I want you all to know that you can do, be, and have whatever you want, whatever you desire, whatever you feel you deserve. Because remember, life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve. So today I'm going to talk about how you can get a push in the right direction. I'm going to give you that push, and it's going to be based on my spiritual mentor, okay? I listen to him. I watch him. Well, he's deceased now, but I listen to him. I read his books. I take his principles and his knowledge. I absorb it. I share it, because I want you all to understand that what happens right here, in the physical world, is really just a manifestation of what's happening in your inner world, right? So within, so without, so above, so below, right? All that stuff. So this is the stuff that I want to teach you all. I want you all to understand that you are a creator and you can create anything that you want. You're doing Shopify, not making any sales? Listen, step back. Take a step back and really take a look at what it is that you're doing. You are affiliate marketing, you're not making any sales? Take a step back. See what it is that you're doing. Something is off here, centrally. Something is off. Are you a coach, a consultant, whatever it is that you're doing? If you're not getting what you want on the outside of you, something is misaligned on the inside of you. So, and this is something that I had to understand. I had to realize. I had to make some adjustments in my life. I had to make some adjustments in my mindset. I had to set goals for myself. I had to believe that those goals were achievable. I had to set intentions, okay? These are the things that you have to do if you are to become successful. And very, very soon, I'm going to be launching my Get Unstuck series, which is going to help you to get unstuck, to, literally zoom that personal development that you need, zoom it upward like a rocket, and help you to go within and clear out, erase, and align everything within you so that you can create on the outside, so that your outer world will look as beautiful as your inner world. Because right now, if your outer world is not beautiful, not to say that you're not going to have any challenges, but if it's not beautiful and if you're not getting exactly what you want, that means that you have some blockages going on. You got some blockages and you have to get rid of those blockages, because ultimately you're here to create anything that you want. As I say, cheers to you with my beautiful distilled water. As you guys pop on, I just want to share some knowledge with you all. So I highly recommend this book. This is my spiritual mentor. I'll put the description down below. I'll give you all the link for this book. Listen, anything that I recommend, I read, I absorb, and I just feel that it will help you. I know it will help you. It doesn't matter what religion you are or anything like that. That's besides the point. What you want to be able to create your own reality. I'm going to get the description, and you can buy this book. I'll put the link here in the chat. I don't know how. I don't remember even how I bought this book, but anyway. All right. Let's go through this really quickly. This morning in my meditation, because I'm always setting my intentions. I'm always setting, my goals for the day. One of my intentions are always to help people. I want to help more people. I want to help people to understand themselves. I want to help people to break out of their comfort zones and into their abundant, prosperous future. I want people to understand that I'm here to impart my knowledge, my skills, and the things that I've been through, my experiences. I want to bring that out so that people can build their lives successfully, build their businesses successfully. Right? Jim Rohn said you got to work on yourself more than you work on your business, right? So one of the things, you are your business. Don't ever forget that you are your business. If you're not feeling well today and you don't run your business, guess what? Your business will not grow. So you are ultimately your business. And you have to understand that anytime you are you're dealing with anything in your business or in your life, if you let that affect your business, you're doing yourself and your business a disservice, and you're doing the people who are on the opposite side of your business a disservice. Okay? So I want you all to understand that. All right? So today in my meditation this morning, when I woke up, I set some intentions because I have some decisions to make. I'm going to be totally honest with you all. I've been going through some kind of, how should I say, a crossroads, right? I have to make some decisions about some things and some people in my life, to put it that way, right? I have to make some decisions. And so while I was in my meditations this morning, I made a decision, even before I got into my meditation, I made a decision to do me. Because ultimately, one of those decisions would have been me kind of like compromising myself a little bit, which I don't like to do at all. I've compromised myself a lot in the past, and one of the things that I'm like, I'm not compromising myself anymore, and sometimes you can feel like myself, I don't know about you, but I can feel guilty about that. Like, oh man, should I compromise myself just a little bit to make other people happy? I have some decisions to make, so I was in my meditation practice this morning and my prayers, and I got some nice information, which way I should go, what I should do. And then, every day I read and I journal. Right? And I write down my intentions. I always write down my intentions. But it's so funny because usually when I read, I just open up a page, right? I open up a page and I let, I just like to be guided. Like, what do I need? What does my spirit need to hear today? What does my soul need to hear today? So I'll do it with my Bible. I'll do it with the book. That's how I read. And so I opened up my book today. I just happened I read this book, and this is what it came to me, right? So I'm going to read this to you. A push in the right direction. This is what I'm going to talk to you all about today. And this is based on the Bible, but like I said, it doesn't have to be religious or anything like that. But this is a passage in the Bible, Job 22:28. You shall decree a thing, and it shall be established unto you, and the light shall shine upon your ways. So basically, and then he goes on to say, give yourself a push in the right direction. Acknowledge the divine presence, the divine power of God in you, which is so crazy because that's exactly what I was doing this morning when I was, making this decision. I was just asking God, like, please just guide me. Like, I took myself out of it. Because initially I'm like, all right, should I compromise myself a little bit to make other people feel happy? Will this be an easier route? Should I go this way? Right. And so I said, let me just take myself out of it. And let me just let God, let the divine come to me and speak to me and give me the right answers. And that's what I did. And I'm so glad that, I always talk about faith, right? Faith is the evidence of things not seen, right? That is the evidence of things not seen. And I know this. And so when I'm ever at a crossroads, when I ever have to make a decision about something and I feel conflicted and confused, because confusion is no good at all, I sit back and I let the divine make the decision for me. And it just was so blatant in my face today that I feel like I had to share this with you all, because if you are on any kind of spiritual path, I don't know where you are in your spiritual path right now as a spiritual being having this human experience, because I believe that's what we are. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. This 3D world is just something that we're experiencing, but we have the power to create it any way we want. That's what I believe. And I believe that to my core, because I've been, we are all alchemists. I don't know if you guys ever read that book, The Alchemist. I encourage you to read it. I never read it, but I listened to it on an audio. We are alchemists, and we have the power to create our own reality. Some people don't believe that. I believe it. I've been through many situations, many circumstances where whenever I was in a bad situation or anything I felt was bad and my energy was low, more bad things happened to me. Okay? But when I was in a situation, let's say it was a bad situation, but I kept my energy high, I kept positive, I kept the faith, and I knew that this thing would pass, everything worked out. Coincidence? I think not. We have the ability with our energy, with our positive thinking, with our knowing, with our faith that we can move mountains, right? It says it in the Bible. So anyway, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to skip around. So basically he's saying, you know, he's like, as he was preparing this lesson, he was like, I was reminded of a young man whose career was not going as fast as he wanted it to go. And so I said to him, and this is Reverend Ike talking, you seem to be hesitating. What are you waiting for? And he says, Reverend, I'm waiting for someone to give me a push. Whereupon I sought to preach to him the whole lesson that I'm about to give to you. This is what I said to him. Son, you're going to have to learn how to give yourself a push. And I want you to remember that. In life, you're going to have to give yourself a push. You can't just sit around waiting for somebody else to come along and help you do what you want to do or give you a push in the right direction. Because if you wait for someone else to do that for you, life will pass you by. So then he's talking about how he broke this habit. Some years ago, when I decided this ministry, I decided to write all my friends from my childhood preaching days. A lot of people I had ministered to when I was a teenager who had gone on to become successful and prosperous. I said to myself, I'll write them and ask them to give me a push. I'll write them and ask them if they could help me to begin my radio station and television ministry. And so I wrote to these churches, these church members that had gone different places and gotten good jobs. And I told them that what I wanted to do. And I waited for their letters back. And I waited and I waited and I didn't get a single letter. Nobody was willing to give me a push. I finally got one letter from the church, one church, and they told me that they couldn't help me. Well, from that moment on, I was broken of the habit of waiting for someone else to come along and give me a push. From that moment on, I didn't wait for anybody to decide for me what I could and could not do. And in this lesson, I want to teach you the most important thing that you must do in order to give yourself a push in life. If you want to give yourself a push in the right direction, you must first of all set definitive goals for yourself. Now, you guys have heard me talk about setting goals. Setting goals for yourself. If you want to live successfully and get the good which you desire, you must set goals. You must decide what you want. Get in the habit of deciding exactly what you want and ask yourself, what do I really want? So this resonated with me, guys. Remember I told you I was at a crossroads. I was thinking about two different things. I was conflicted. And one of the things is what I really, really wanted. The other one would have been a bit of a compromise on my end, but it would have benefited some other people. I hope you guys are with me. I had to sit down, and after I read this, and I'm going to continue on, but if you are at a crossroads right now, if you're not getting what you want, first you have to ask yourself, what do you want? So let me just go on. You must decide what you want. Get in the habit of deciding exactly what you want and visualize in your mind the good that you desire. Ask yourself, what do I really want to be? What do I really want to do? What do I really want to have? You'd be surprised to know how many people never really decide exactly what they want. You'd be surprised, guys. I had a very interesting experience. It's still the Reverend talking. Recently in Detroit, when a minister and his wife visited me, his wife said to me, oh, Reverend Ike, I've heard all those testimonials about people in your ministry getting cars and houses and money and all that. But you know, I've been praying for a car for the last 2 years and I still haven't gotten it. I've been probing in my mind to try to find out why not, but I still don't know why. So I just asked her one question. I said, what kind of car do you want? All of a sudden her face went blank. She said, I really don't know. So I said, that's why you haven't gotten it. Is your mind a blank? He goes on to ask, is your mind? So think about this, guys. Thank you, Theron. How you doing? Is your mind a blank? Do you really know what you want? I know when I'm coaching people and I'll get on the phone with them and I'll say, well, how much money do you want to make? And they'll say, well, I don't want to be rich. You know how many times I hear people say that? Like, okay, so you're saying what you don't want. I don't want to be rich. That's the first thing that comes out of their mouth. Well, I just want to, be able to pay off my bills, be able to travel or whatever. No, how much money do you want? How much money? Give me a number. Because if you don't know, how can you get it? I remember when I first started my business, and you guys probably have heard this story a billion times. I wanted to make $10,000 a month. I didn't waver from that. I never said, well, I'll be happy with 1,000. Well, I'll be happy with 3,000. No, I wanted 10. And even though people are like, why you want $10,000 a month? You can't make $10,000 a month. Why can't I? Yes, I can. And I went on to make $10,000 a month. I remember I had a few weeks where I made $33,000 in a few weeks. You can do whatever you put your mind to. But the problem is most of us don't know what we want. We don't know. We just know what we don't want. And I'm going to tell you right now, the universe doesn't hear the word I don't want. It doesn't go like that. So if you're saying I don't, that's already a negative energy. I don't want to be rich. So guess what? You're not going to be rich. I was talking to somebody the other day. He said, I'm so broke. He just kept saying it. I'm so broke. I'm so broke. I don't have a dime after my paycheck. Everything goes to my family. His energy was just so heavy. He just kept reiterating that, how broke he was. And these are the things that you are carrying around in your subconscious and in your conscious mind and in your spirit. How can you ever be wealthy? How can you ever have abundance? How can you ever have prosperity? You won't. You won't. Only thing you're going to feel is that brokenness. You got to feel abundant. You got to feel prosperous. You got to know that even if you don't have a dime in your pocket. I always tell my kids, don't ever say that you don't have any money. Your blessing, your abundance is on its way. That's how you got to think about it. I don't care what anything I've ever been through. Before I understood these principles, guys, I was broken, depressed, depleted. Before I understood this stuff, I had the most negative mindset you could ever imagine. Nothing would go right. Nobody could please me. I had everything all wrong, all backwards. I had it all wrong. It wasn't until I understood that I have everything that I need. And even if it's not manifested right here in the physical sense, as long as I can see it in my mind's eye, it's coming to me, honey. It's coming. And it's coming to you. If you can feel it, if you can believe it, if you can visualize it. So that's what he said. He said, if you don't know what you want, if you have nothing definite in your mind, if your mind is blank about the good you desire, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to get. Nothing. Nothing. And it makes so much sense. So I asked this lady again, what kind of car do you want? She finally said, well, any kind. It doesn't make a difference. And the thing about it was, this woman worked for General Motors. Yes, she does. She works for General Motors, and she's a preacher's wife. If a preacher's wife working for General Motors in Detroit can't get a car, then who can? I asked her at least 3 times, what kind of car do you want? She just kept saying, I don't know. Any kind. It doesn't matter. I said, now, you see, that's why you haven't gotten it. Her husband was there too, and it dawned on him. His wife had not set definite goals. She didn't have a clear idea in her mind of what she wanted. So I finally got her to say exactly what kind of car she wanted. And after she knew exactly what she wanted, I said to her, now go out there and get it. And she said, but how? And I said, don't ask me how. Just go out there and get it. Woo, that stuff is powerful. I don't know if y'all see how powerful this is. I get excited about this stuff. I know my kids are like, what is she doing in that office? I get excited, guys. I get excited. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. You guys know my story, right? I was in New York City, married, 4 kids, 3 of them were still home. Very bad relationship. I'm not gonna blame my husband. I love my husband. I'm not gonna blame him. I was just on the phone with him not too long ago. I'm not gonna blame him. But we just did not get along. Very toxic relationship. Very toxic. And so things came to a head. I had to leave. I had to leave, guys. But let me tell you before, let me give you a little bit of a backstory. Before I left, and I would say probably like, I don't know, maybe like for 3 years, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 years, I always wrote down the type of home that I wanted. I wanted a master bedroom suite. I wanted my daughters to have their own rooms. My daughters used to share a room. I wanted a nice big home that I could, that was peaceful and calm, because I was tired of fighting, guys. My marriage, we always fighting way too much. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I say black, he say white. I say red, he say yellow. I mean, it was just ridiculous. You know, it was a lot of toxicity. It was to the point where it was not a good environment. It was just not. But I had always had a vision of where I wanted to live. And I thought we were on the same page, right? I wanted my own master bedroom suite. I wanted a walk-in closet where I could see my clothes. I wanted an office, right? Really not, I'm not gonna say an office. I'm not gonna go there. I never really realized an office. I'm gonna be honest. But I knew what kind of living quarters I wanted to live in. I wanted a bathroom in my house, and I wanted my master bedroom suite, and I wanted my children to have their own rooms. That was what I wanted, because they had never had that. I had never had that. I didn't grow up having that stuff. So fast forward, I had to leave New York. I came all the way to Florida. Only person I know in Florida is my sister. I went to Florida by faith. I'm not gonna give y'all all of my details, but long story short, when you live with with somebody, I don't know what you guys were doing, all of my money was tied up together. I left New York with not a dime, not 1 penny in my pocket. This was July of 2017. I left New York with not a dime in my pocket. I stayed with my sister for 30 days, 30, so that I can get up some money so that I could move. I stayed with my sister exactly 30 days. Within 30 days, I had made $46,000. $46,000 with my business. I was able to move to Florida, 2,200 miles away, came to this house. Don't ask me how I got this house. Everything just aligned. It aligned perfectly. I just kept setting my attention, kept saying what I wanted, kept visualizing, kept believing. Was I sad? Yes. Was I emotionally distraught from what had happened in my relationship? Yes. 20 years of marriage? Yes. It was not easy emotionally. But let me tell you something. I knew what I wanted. My sister, I told her what I wanted. My sister lived down here in Florida. I told her exactly the kind of house that I wanted. I had my realtor give my sister some listings so that she could look for my house. Hey, Robert. She looked. She told me, she said, D, this is the one you're going to love. Because she looked at a lot of them. And I said, I better love it. I told her exactly what I got here, got exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. And then some. A 6-bedroom house. I didn't know I was gonna have 6 bedrooms. Beautiful house right across the lake, even though the alligators. I didn't ask for alligators, but they came with the territory. But God, I'm telling you all this to say this. You can manifest, you can do, be, and have whatever you want. There is no limitations. I've been down here for almost a year now, living a beautiful existence. Beautiful existence. I get sun. Of course, I'm like dark as night now. I done got like 10 shades darker, but I love it. I've been given everything that I asked for. And it's so crazy because you know what? I even asked that I separate from my husband because I knew that we weren't working. So everything that I asked for, I got. Some things, the way things happen, it may not be the way you want them to. But I'm going to tell you, if you stay true to yourself and if you know what you want, definitely, like this morning, I told you guys, I was at a crossroads. I'm like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? And then I got here and I'm like, I know what I want. I know what I want. I don't want to compromise myself. You guys have to know what you want. I live by this stuff. I live by this stuff. And the more I see it, you know, manifested in my life, the more I got to say, this stuff works. We got to stop living in this fear-based society. We got to turn that TV off. We got to turn off that news. You got to tap into yourself because the answers lies within you, the God within you, your higher self, that part of you that knows what you should be doing, but you don't do. That part of you that knows where you should be going, but you don't go. And that's why we get in circumstances that we feel like, oh my gosh, now this happened. No, you put yourself there because you didn't listen. You didn't tune in. You're too far removed. I'm telling you guys, get this book. Awesome, Delbert. Yes. Reverend Ike, I'm telling you, when I coach my students, I talk to them about Reverend Ike. Because once I started listening to him, everything in my life changed. Everything in my life changed. And I'm so thankful that my mentor, I would say about 3.5 years ago, brought Reverend Ike back into my life. My mother used to listen to him when I was little. And I remember her listening to him. My mother died when I was 15. But I remember her listening to him. And then my mentor brought this back up. We were at an event in, I want to say Atlanta. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Atlanta. I don't remember where it was. But she started talking about him. And I'm like, I remember Reverend Ike. Like my mother used to watch. So we started talking. After that, like I downloaded all of his meditations, all of his preaching. Like I listened to him faithfully. Bought his book. I regularly go back to his book. And this is a 365-day book or something like that. No, it's a weekly book. So it has like 52 weeks in it. You're supposed to follow it. They have like a calendar with it. I don't follow the weeks. I just open up the book and I read where I'm guided to read. Thank you, Purposeful Living. I appreciate you watching. Yes, the animals and the weather's crazy. The weather is hot. The animals. Thank you so much, Jose. Yes, go for your dreams, guys. Go for it. But do you know what your dreams are? That's the question. My purpose here, is to help you get in touch with your destiny, right? We all have a destiny. It's not to work at a job and be somebody's slave. I hate to say that word. I was a slave for a very long time. I had to break out of that matrix. We are here to break out of the matrix. We are here to move forward to our soul's purpose. I don't know if you guys ever watch Oprah. I don't really watch her, but I watch some of her own videos on YouTube. I'm a big YouTube watcher. I watch stuff on YouTube. I get as much knowledge as I need, and then I move on. But the OWN has lots of videos. You know, I spoke about The Alchemist earlier. Paulo, I don't know how to say his name correctly. Paulo Coelho, something. I don't know how to say his last name. He wrote The Alchemist, right? That's the power to change your destiny. That's the power to know that you're on the right track, using signs and symbols and seeing things that's in front of you and still going forward. There's a lot of ways for you to know that you're on the right track. You know, synchronicities, all these kind of things that you just take for granted. Unless you're tuned in, you won't understand it and you won't know. Yes, have I gone the wrong ways, making the wrong decisions? Absolutely. Absolutely. But then I say, okay, that was a test and I failed. That's how that was a test and I failed. I literally failed that test. But I knew, you know, after it was over, like, wow, I failed. All right, I got to get back. I got to get back in touch with myself. But guys, I'm here to help you understand that you are here to do amazing things. You are here to accomplish things that you've never accomplished before. Don't fall for what's comfortable. Don't fall from what's comfortable. Hey, from Zimbabwe. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe and like this video, guys. Share it. Please subscribe to my channel so I can give you more content like this. But listen, guys, this is your time. This is your time. You know, I don't know what you know about the planets and all that stuff, but the planets are moving. they're moving in the universe. And there's a lot of energy going on here. There's going to be a lot of energy going on as we move forward through this time period. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff going on. But what I want for you is for you to start to understand that you can create your reality. You can create your own economy. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. You don't have to live a mediocre life, slaving away at a job, saying how broke you are after you pay all your bills. That is not a great existence. And I'm not saying that money is everything. You want health, happiness, and prosperity. That's what he talks about. Health, joy, and prosperity. Health, joy. You got to go out there. Every morning I go out there and I'm working out. I'm exercising. I eat properly. Drinking my water. Cheers, by the way. You got to take care of your health. You got to take care of your mind. You got to take care of your spirit. You got to take care of your relationships. But you can't take care of anything outside of you if you don't take care of what's inside of you. You're going to attract prosperity. You're going to attract money if you take care of yourself. Everything lies within yourself. Everything. You can't give away what you don't have. You can't. I did that for years. And like I said, I was depleted, depressed, angry, upset, resentful, mad. Talk about a mad Black woman. That was me. Because I thought that the world owed me something. I was angry that I was, left as a child at 15. My mother passed away. My father left us. I was angry. I was upset with them. I held on to that. I was angry that my marriage was full of strife. I was angry. I was angry when at my job, when they would give me the task to do that I didn't want to do. I mean, I did it, but it was a bitterness inside. I thought somebody owed me something. I hated going to work every day. I hated it because I knew I was better than that. But until I was able to work on myself, I couldn't get better than that. That was all I deserved. Remember, life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve. It's not going to give you what you want. You could want $1 billion. That's why there's so many people out there playing the lottery. So many people out there playing the lottery. What are the odds of them winning? Most of them are alcoholics on the street. Do they deserve $1 billion jackpot, $1 million jackpot? Maybe some of them. Maybe some of them. But then you'll see so many people win the lottery, and what happens? They're even broker than when they first put their first dollar in there. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. You got to get ready. And getting ready means working on your personal development, working on your mindset, giving you that mindset of abundance, understanding that you are worthy of a great existence, understanding that there's a power outside of you that is helping you to move forward, and understanding that power and embracing that power and being happy and grateful and thankful that you have something. Now, I talk about, that slave job, but be thankful that you have it, but don't make it your end all, that be all. Don't say, I'm glad I got this job, but I'm broke. Like, yeah, the job is great, but I'm not making any money. No, I'm grateful for this job. And this job is going to help me to move myself to another level in my life. That's empowering. That's empowering. That's empowering. When you start to get grateful for what you have, but see the possibilities of something new forming for you, coming in for you, because there's always something new waiting for you. Always. Just like when I moved into this house was waiting for me. But I had to leave what I didn't want. I always said, oh man, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. Yeah, I'm thankful, but I know that I deserve a master bedroom suite. Why? Because I'm a queen. Queen D. Like, my family laugh at me, but I'm like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm a queen. My children are princesses, princes. You're a king. You got to know this about yourself. Like, I'm not going to sit here like, yeah, well, oh, I wish I had a master bedroom suite, but this is all this is all that life gave me. I'm thankful. No, I'm thankful, yes. But now I'm ready to move forward. Give me something more. When I was not doing well in my business, I was like, all right, okay, I'm missing something because I'm gonna take my $10,000 a month. Like, I never said, well, maybe this is not for me. No, I'm like, all right, I'm here. Something I'm doing wrong. So let me find somebody that can show me how to do it right. Because I'm gonna make my $10,000 a month. I am gonna be a six-figure earner. I am. And now my goal is I will be a millionaire. I am a millionaire because I've already claimed it. I remember I was talking to somebody, and when I first started my business, and we were messaging back and forth. This was a six-figure earner, and we were messaging. He was like, Danielle, how's it going in your business? I'm like, well, I'm still going. He was like, well, what's your goal? I was like, well, I want to make $10,000 a month. He was like, well, you got it. You got it. You already put it out there in the universe. Just keep working towards it. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget he told me that. He was like, you got it. That's it. Like, don't say no buts, nothing else. You got it. And I was like, yeah, all right, I got it. I don't see it right now, but I got it. And sure enough, I got it. I got it. I got it. I just kept working. I kept believing. I never doubted, even when things were hard. It's like everything just started aligning me in with the right people. I got it. And now I want to give it to you guys. I want you to know that everything that you ask for, everything that you seek is right there at your fingertips. It's literally just a fingertip away. But you got to know what you want. Set your intentions. Set your intentions. When you wake up in the morning, set your intentions. Don't just jump up. I know most of you probably have jobs. Don't just jump up out of your sleep and, turn off the alarm clock and jump up. And no, take some time to really set an intention for your day. This will undoubtedly start to create a type of momentum in your life that will put you on the track to where you want to go. I promise you. Will it happen overnight? Probably not. Some of you, it may happen faster than others, depending on where you are right now, your state of belief. But for some of you, it may take a long time. If these concepts are new, it may not, it may take a while. You're going to go through some tests. You're going to go through some trials. I always tell people when I start coaching them, it's so crazy. But it seems like every time I get a new student, something happens in their life, right? And this is what happens. Whenever you want to better yourself, and I want you to really take notice of this. Whenever you want to better yourself and go in another direction of what you've been comfortable doing, something in your life is going to come in and shake you up. And it's going to try to throw you off course, right? I teach my students how to, make their mindset better, how to get that positive mindset. I teach my students how to brand themselves on the internet so they can make money from home. I teach my students how to create, generate leads and create capture pages and autoresponders. And I literally teach them how to build an online business successfully, starting from their mindset, because that's where it all starts. And I teach this for 90 days straight. Within those 90 days, guaranteed something comes up in each one of their lives that tries to knock them off balance. Why? Because your subconscious wants to keep you comfortable. It doesn't want you to change. So you have to change your subconscious programming. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what I do with them. Last night I was on a call with them. It's deep, guys. It's deep. We have wounds from our past that we don't even recognize. We have patterns that we continue to go back to that we don't even recognize. When I say I was in a toxic relationship, this was my longest one. It was 20 years. But I can think back to even before I met my husband. All of my, I didn't have a lot of relationships, but all of them were toxic. I think I had 2 boyfriends before my husband. And they were toxic too. So what can I say about that? Was it me that was toxic? Probably. Probably. Was I attracting this toxic relationship? I'm going to say yes. And why is that? It goes even further than relationships. It goes back to my childhood. But I had to heal that. I had to understand that. I had to bring that to the forefront of my subconscious so that I didn't keep attracting. Because I didn't have to leave. I could have kept going back like I had in the past. Kept going back, kept, you know, just saying I'm going to leave, but never make a decision. Say I'm going to leave, never make a decision. But this last time, there was no making a decision. It just had to happen. And the way it happened, it was no going back. It was no going back. So my friends, I don't want to keep you here all day, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it sparked something in your head. If you don't know Reverend Knight, please look him up online. Let me just finish one thing. He says, be choosy. To give yourself a push in the right direction, you must set up positive goals for yourself. You must be decisive. You must decide definitely what you want to be, do, and have. Get a clear idea of the good that you want in your mind. There is nothing that your mind will not do for you. Do you know that even if you put something in your mind at night before you go to sleep, you can dream about it and you'll get some answers? I'm telling you. I do it all the time. This is what the psalmist meant when he's saying, my heart is fixed, oh God, my heart is fixed. When you give yourself a push, it is important that you set goals. It's important that you decide exactly what you want. If you want something, never say, well, I don't know exactly what kind, it doesn't matter. Never say it doesn't matter. Anytime you have a choice to make that choice decisively. I'm telling you guys, when I saw this, and because I remember I was making a decision this morning. It's just synchronicity is just something. Even when it comes to ice cream, I always make a definite choice. I was at one of the church residences in the mountains of California recently, and one of my aides said to me, Reverend, what kind of ice cream do you want? He said, we have butter pecan, black cherry, strawberry, and vanilla. What kind do you want? Well, I said to myself, Reverend Knight, you got to make a choice. I can't say it doesn't make a difference. So I said, I'm going to make a definite choice. Bring me all the flavors that you have and give me a half scoop of each one. Don't wait for anyone else to give you a push. Don't let anyone else make a choice for you. When you're offered a choice, never say any kind. Never say it doesn't matter. Always make your own choice. I'm going to put it more clearly. Be choosy. Be choosy. If you get in the habit of just accepting anything, that's when people will just give you any old thing. Some of you wonder why you get such bad deals. It's because you don't make a choice. And people just give you any old thing, good quality or bad quality. Be choosy. When you give yourself a push in life, be sure you know what you want. Be sure to tell your mind what you want. Then all the ways and means will begin to open for you. Woo! Powerful. I feel like singing. I don't know about y'all. What can I sing? What can I sing? But I want to sing something. I don't have no song come to mind. Let me give you guys this affirmation that he says. First, he says, give your mind a purpose, and your mind power will lead you to fulfillment. Push on, keep moving. The business of life is to go forward. God helps them that helps themselves. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Benjamin Franklin said that. So right here, let me give you this affirmative statement. Right here and right now, and I want you guys to write this down if you can. Hey, Victoria. Right here and right now, I give myself a push in the right direction. Delbert says how sweet it is. So say that, guys. Right here and right now, I give myself a push in the right direction. I don't have to wait for anybody else to come along and give me a push. I know through the presence and power of God within, I can be what I want to be, do what I want to do, and have what I want to have. I am setting positive goals for myself and giving my mind and my life a purpose. I am achieving and accomplishing good through the presence and power of God in me. Thank you, Father. Thank you, God, in me. So this uplifted me this morning during my meditation, my prayer session, and I wanted to share this with you. It just came right on time for me. I don't know if you all are in the midst of making any kind of decisions like I was, but I just hope that this inspired you. I hope this uplifted you. I hope this just made you feel awesome today, because let me tell you something. When you tap in to the spirit of God and everything else that's around you that is beautiful, that's lovely, that's, light, you will accomplish and achieve everything, because guess what? Everything is energy. Everything. So be mindful of your energy. Be mindful of the choices that you make. Whether it's a good choice or a bad choice, but make a choice. Make a decision. Don't let others choose for you. Give yourself a push. Don't wait for others to come around. Don't wait. But the great part about it is this. When you do give yourself a push in the right direction, guess what happens? The right people come into your space. The right people come in there to just really align with the things that you want and the things that you're doing. So my friends, I hope this was informative. Thank you so much, Jose. Victoria says, amen. Maxie's in Uganda. Awesome. You're my rock. Beautiful. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. I just wanted to share this all with you. Please like this video, share it out. Subscribe to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button here. Please revisit. I'm going to put the link. If I could see it now, I'll put it now. Where you can buy this book. I know on Amazon it's really expensive. You don't want it from Amazon. Man, if I could find the link for this book. It's not here. There's no. I'm sorry. Just look up Reverend Ike. I wish I had the link. I should have found it before I got on here. But I just hope you guys have a wonderful day and go forward. Go forward with faith. Have a great day. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you all soon. Awesome, Mark. You're on your lunch hour. Beautiful. Yes, I'll see you this evening for our one-on-one coaching. Beautiful. Yeah, and if you want to be coached by me, guys, if you want to be mentored by me, if you're into Shopify, if you want to, I do have a coaching program. I have a 90-day, like I talked about this 90-day boot camp. I do have a 90-day boot camp that I coach people, and you can attend my webinar. Let me give you the webinar registration. I will be reducing the price for a limited time. I just haven't gotten that. I haven't set it all up yet. So you'll have a blessing. I'll be lowering, but you can register for my latest webinar, and it'll give you some information about the boot camp. So just be sure to subscribe to my channel. So when I go live or when I upload a new video, you'll get notified. Ring the little bell. There should be a bell around here somewhere. But I thank you all for coming on. I really thank you. I'm glad, Lakeisha. How you doing, Lakeisha? Deborah said I inspired you today, and I gave you a push. Awesome, awesome, beautiful. That was my goal, to give you guys a push today. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.